So this day marks the signing of the lease between Hopewell Health Centers and the Chillicothe City School District. We're going to be developing a primary care clinic here in the old Mount Logan Elementary School on East Main in Chillicothe to provide another point of access for the folks that live in the local community here to quality health care.
They really come together by different agencies, organizations that have a building that's been used for education for our children in our community for many years. It's a sign of progress. You know, we got new schools being built, but what do we do with the old building? How do we continue to use it as an asset for the community? And so that's where the conversation started, a couple of years ago, and they've just continued to progress, and it started with that vision of what could it become. And so today, what we have came up with is the partnership of resources within our community to be able to keep education alive here, but also, in addition to education, to be able to bring health care into an area that, when we started doing the research, was really an opportunity for access to care that was not being met.
It's a beginning of what we hope are many partnerships with organizations for services to be offered to the community out of this facility. We decided a few years ago that as the master plan came to completion and we finished the elementary, we wanted to hang on to this building with the first emphasis on early childhood education, in which we have our expanded preschool offerings already started. But we also knew we wanted to offer things not only for our kids, but for the community members, especially in this neighborhood. So the first organization we thought of to contact was Adena.
With the partnership of the Chillicothe Schools, Hopewell Health, and Adena Health, we're going to be able to bring health care and education from Adena's perspective with our residents, now that we have over 60 medical residents training here, 60 doctors train here every day in our communities, and hopefully will stay in our community after they complete their training. We'll be able to provide care here in partnership with Hopewell Health.
We'll start out, offering primary care, either a physician or nurse practitioner. We haven't made that hire yet, but we'll have nursing staff here, and support staff that go along with that. We'll provide vaccinations, immunizations. We'll do, again, we'll take care of those acute needs like the colds and flus and sore throats and those types of things. We'll also take care of, well child visits, those early childhood developmental visits to make sure that kids are on track to do well as they age, and then take care of adults in the same way. We provide those well visits to make sure that everything's good. Maybe you don't know your blood pressure's high or something like that. So really taking that step to focus on the patient-centered medical home model, where we're looking at the whole person and trying to focus on something that's value-based as opposed to how many patients we can see. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of you not only when you're ill, but also when you're well.
Hopewell has clinics in other school districts, and you will see it. It's, of course, a first here in Ross County. The hopes are that not only is it, helping our kids, but it's also going to help the community too.
We haven't decided what we're going to call it yet exactly. We think maybe we'll rely on the school board to do that, but again, we'll be working with Adena for the construction. Hopewell will be providing all the equipment and the staff to operate the facility. We'll be working with Adena's graduate medical education program to provide training opportunities for residents. And again, there's a population here of preschool kids that we want to make sure we get them off to a good start, as well as being open to the general community.
The learning continues. That's one of the exciting aspects is residents are going to be down here working with kids, and as Jeff Graham mentioned in his comments, they want to keep those residents here working for Adena when they're finished. So it's a chance for the residents to connect with the community and offer incredible services.